Hey guys, how you doing? It's a little late, but nothing wrong with a little late night streaming. So we got some new stuff today, so it's always a good time to talk about some nice fun things. Um, so today they came out with Campus Heroes. Um, some of you real OGs that have been watching my stream since the beginning may remember me talking about Campus Heroes in the beginning. People were asking me questions about it and stuff like that. I did say that usually it's a weekly event and that it would probably come after the postseason's over or whatever the entire season was over. I don't remember what I said exactly, but something around that. But it's here. I was also saying yesterday how they should be adding an event for Tuesdays. Or no, I said that Sunday, whatever. But I knew they were going to be adding another event to replace the headliner players and stuff like that. So here we go. We got Campus Heroes. Let's see. So new Campus Hero players, new sets, new live events, new store packs. Got a couple players. Campus Hero pack. Not really too great. I wouldn't really buy it, but that's not that big of a deal. So we got some pretty cool players, people that were good in college, not necessarily here. We got a lot of them tend to be pretty fast also, so that usually is pretty good. Like Colt McCoy, 92 speed for a quarterback. That's a little crazy. How you doing, Nathaniel? But yeah, that's one thing that's been very common with a lot of these college cards is speed. So definitely keep an eye on that. A lot of the cards will definitely have it. And that's weird, my stream doesn't seem to be linked up with my computer very well. But yeah, so a lot of the cards are pretty good. They're starting out a little bit low. Actually, the thing just came up, which is good, so we'll do some of that. But we'll check out the sets for now. I've been doing them all day. Oh, another thing is this BS. So, remember yesterday how there was no All-Pro live event and how we got that awesome sweet poll that basically at the very last second that we were able to use all of our last collectibles just by trading in the packs. Well, today they decided to bring it back for some stupid reason when they didn't have the event all day yesterday. Don't really know why that happened, but we'll just ignore that for a little bit. But so back to this Campus Heroes. They only got 2 sets for now, which I think is kind of weird. I've been working on them all day. But usually they have gold players and then you transition them into elite players. Right now it looks like they just have elite players, which I think is kind of weird. Like I was saying yesterday, they still got these no auction players, which is basically EA telling you buy packs and we'll give you auctionable players, which is just them wanting you to spend more money. But I mean, it's not really too bad, I guess. It's kind of like the thing for all pros. You got 10 different ones that you really need, and you fill each of the spots, you get an elite. No big deal. And then they also got a trade-in set, which is a lot more than what I would have expected it to be. You trade in 40 of these, and you'd get an elite. Actually, I don't even know why I put these in here, because no reason to be trading them in yet, because I'm going to need them for other sets, and I'll wait until I stack up on a bunch of them before I start trading them in. I'm not really sure, since I haven't gotten this Alabama one yet, if that's going to be the quote-unquote QB for this event. For those of you that have been watching my stream, obviously saw that quarterback was probably the most rare one that I could not seem to get. A couple other people had that problem too, so that's basically how that's been going. Campus Heroes was one of my favorite weekly things last year. You definitely got a lot of cool cards out of it. and the cards are definitely much. I'm gonna play some of these while we do this. The cards were definitely much more. I don't know how you want to call it, but they were like weighted differently. It was. They just had a different play to them than the normal NFL cards. They were faster. They had a lot more agility, things like that. Kind of like how college sports really are. And you don't really. It's a really cool aspect that they have in the game. I don't know if some people have noticed it, but I've noticed it. Even if you play like Madden on console versus NCAA on console, you can see that exact same difference. Everything's a lot more fast-paced, and it just has a whole kind of different feel to it. Even the players in this, they kind of give that feel to it a little bit just by adjusting their stats differently. So I always thought that was a cool thing. It's also a pretty entertaining one, or at least it used to be. I don't know how this one's going to be because they don't have the gold players, because even the gold players were pretty good when it came to Campus Heroes. These don't even have gold players, so, or at least at this point they don't. I'm not really sure why they decided to do that. It seems kind of weird to me, especially since EA's been all about gold players trading up to elite players for basically the entirety of the game. I don't really mind it because then you're going straight to the elite players. But if it's gonna give me as much trouble as All Pro did by not being able to get one single collectible, and that's what was holding me back from getting players, then that'll be a real pain in the butt. But I mean, I got a lot of elites out of it, so I can't really complain. I ended up getting 12 and 4, it's 16, plus another 2. I ended up getting 18 elites out of the entire promo. Granted that a lot of them were doubles and triples and whatever. I had a lot of duplicates when it came to it, but either way, you're still getting a lot out of it. And I'm sure the same will happen for this. Oops, I got caught. Same thing will basically happen for this promo. I feel like they're going to have some sort of boss thing coming out soon, so keep an eye on that. Don't be getting rid of your elite players unless you're trying to sell them for a lot of money. We'll check the auction house in a little bit and see how much they're going for. But for the most part, I'm sure that they're going to come out with some more, not really bosses, we'll call them masters instead of bosses. Whoop, I just like completely messed up that handoff. Because I usually will. Right now it just seems like they're coming out with 93 players. So obviously there's room for improvement. And it's very rare that they only put out a 2-card set like that. So I can almost guarantee there's going to be more stuff coming out. So hopefully we can get this last Alabama card. Maybe we'll get our first Campus Hero Elite, but I highly doubt it, honestly. I feel like that's going to end up being the quarterback of this. Which I guess makes sense. Alabama does get some of the best players into the NFL, like it or not. So we didn't end up getting it. Let's check the auctions. I know earlier today they did not have a filter for it. Let's see if they have it now. They actually don't. I'm very surprised. Usually by the end of the day they'll have something up. Unless they're trying to keep it a little bit on the DL when it comes to selling right now. Let's see if I could just find one real quick. Let's go Elite. Let's check 93s because we know there's a bunch of 93s. We're not going any higher than that. And let's see what we get. Okay, we got a couple Campus Heroes here. Not too bad. This Marquise Lee is pretty fast. A lot of people could probably use him. Going only for 70K. I mean, these are actually selling pretty low compared to what I thought they would be. These are over $1 million. Trent Richardson, that's a funny card. Yeah, these got much higher than what I expected. I mean, honestly, these could be really good investments. I'm going to tell you right now, because there is almost 100% going to be a bigger pack or some sort of master for Campus Heroes, or some sort of trade-in for, I know last year they had the really good players, I think it was 98, 99 overall players that you can get by trading in the elite, the lower elites. So this might actually be a very good investment for some people that have some coins. Like I said, I saw a couple for like 70k that were going, and that would honestly be pretty good. Let me see if I can find one of them again. I mean, I can't use Trent Richardson. I'm sure some people can. I don't remember what card there was before. Let's see. That's on it. Jarrell Worthy. It's actually a really good card for only 105k. Honestly, I'm thinking about picking these up right now because that's actually a really good investment, I think. Whether you're trying to sell them, you're trying to get players for cheap for later on. I honestly think this could be really good. This Colt McCoy is even really good, especially with his 92 speed. That's kind of ridiculous when it comes to a quarterback. Let's see this Brian Stork. Even he's not bad. There are better ones, but for the price, he isn't bad. Justin Gilbert. Really, really good coverage stats for only 100k. I mean, there's absolutely... I'm very confused as to why these people are going for so low. Yeah, it is a good investment. I 100% agree. Man, I'm definitely going to bid on this. Because there's no way. These players shouldn't even be going this low just for their overall alone. I don't understand why they're such a low price. Well, for the most part, you could see some of the general ones that are here. I mean, we got Marquise Lee, you got Colt McCoy, Jarvis Jones, who I don't think I've seen yet, or I haven't clicked on yet. He's got really good coverage stats for linebacker, too. Richardson, Marquise Lee, Gerard Hallman. Have not seen him before. He's got some speed on him. Good zone, not too bad, man. I mean, definitely going to take up this Colt McCoy if I can, too. I mean, he's still got a while for the things to go through, but we'll just see what happens with them. I'm not too worried about it right this second. So, I wish they had the filter up, but I guess that would kind of take away from it. Ooh, I might just go for this, honestly. I'm surprised these aren't going for more. This is kind of very weird. Unless somebody knows something that I don't. But there hasn't been much out right now in terms of this Campus Hero stuff. It was pretty predictable that they were going to release it for the Tuesday weekly stuff, because it's the only spot that they had left to fill, and this is one of their most popular promos, well, weekly promos. I'm going to put a bid on him and see what happens. Campus Heroes don't have a program in the auction house, unfortunately. I checked that before. For some reason it doesn't, but maybe there's a reason for it, because they didn't release the Masters yet. Maybe they don't want people buying them up too quick. I don't know. Either way, these should not be going for this low of prices. So, I mean, I definitely recommend getting them now, and definitely invest in them, because there's going to be another set. They are not going to keep these at 93s. I mean, yeah, they could just release more players, but I don't think it's going to be them just releasing players on a weekly basis like they do, whatever it is, I can't think of the like veterans or game changers or things like that. It's not going to be like that. Or at least it shouldn't be like that. Because that's just kind of unfair at that point, because people can just save up their collectible and get it. I don't want to go so high for this. But I guess it's not really that big of a deal. It's a pretty good amount. It's actually not that good. But, not too bad of prices for these things. I would totally jump on it. Kind of wish I got more coins before this. I would have made some, done some sniping and getting some more coins together if I knew that this was going to be the prices these were going at. Especially with some of these actually able to fit on my team also, so that makes it even better that I can use them in the meantime while we're waiting for something else to happen. But I don't know what's really going on with this promo for the most part when it comes to the future of it. Unless they are just going to throw out players at us, but I think that's a really weird thing for them to do if they're going to do that. I'm not going to go over 100k for this. I think that's a little, not a little much, but not more. It's more than I'm willing to spend, honestly. I don't have enough coins, so I got to go in here real quick. Actually, oh, I bid over 100. Whatever. No big deal. Probably won't win it anyway. Yeah, this is definitely weird considering these are some of the first ones out, and there's no way they would be dropping in price that quickly that it would be that big of a deal. Let's take that out. I'm gonna go after this other Colt McCoy. Not the 95. Sorry, I'm getting a little into this sniping stuff, or not sniping, but whatever, bidding on these guys. But I definitely think it's a good idea. As you can see, I'm doing it. So I think it could definitely be a very good investment. Something's going to come with these. Even if not, you can probably sell them for much more once the filter comes out for it. So I would definitely invest if you can. Okay, so theirs are basically done. I kind of wish I could have gotten one of the elites right now. That would have been pretty sweet. Do I have any duplicates? I can't even see. We got... Oh, never mind. It's not like the other ones where you could just... what's it called? Yeah, something definitely is up. It's not like the other promos where you could just trade in a couple of them. This one's 40, so it doesn't really matter how many you have left over. Which is also kind of weird, because I feel like if I can't get this last Oklahoma or Alabama one by the time I get 40 of these, that's going to be kind of ridiculous. Then it's going to be the quarterbacks from All Pro all over again. So we're going to have to see what happens with that. I might just buy a pack real quick just to see what it is. Oh, wrong one. It's not worth it in my opinion, but let's just see what we get. Maybe we'll get a Alabama one. So we'll just kind of click through here and see what happens. I highly doubt we're going to get an Alabama, but you never know. Nope, we didn't get one, so no big deal. 2 Wisconsins, Ohio State, and a Penn State. Well, oh well. I mean, Campus Heroes is usually really good, so expect a lot from this. I highly doubt they're going to dumb it down from the other years. I mean, they did start it later than what they normally would, but they rolled out with a bunch of new stuff this year. I guess they wanted to get it out first. It's not that big of a deal to me, because I can concentrate on it at least. These are basically your 5-day things. You got fan favorites, ultimate legends. Why can't I move down? Season stars, campus here. Was that only 4? 1, 2, 3. What was the 4th or 5th one? I don't remember. Yeah, exactly. Trying to get that one collectible that you can't get. It's the biggest pain in the butt. Like I said, the quarterbacks from All Pro, could not get them. I would go with the entire weekend grinding all of my stamina into these events, not doing anything else that came up, and I still would not get it. And then randomly I would just start getting them. So, and then like if you saw my video from yesterday or whatever it was, I don't remember what I was gonna say. I got like 3 of them throughout the day, and then I was just about to do my last one, or else I wasn't going to be able to use the last of my collectibles. And I just happened to get a quarterback in the last one, so that was lucky. It's just like, when they do these types of things, they always make one so hard to get, and it just kind of pushes people away from doing them. I just don't really understand how they can literally be pushing people away from their events. It's kind of annoying when it comes to something like that. Where is... Okay, so let's check this out real quick. You just got the 99 Tom Brady. You mean the Super Bowl MVP Tom Brady? I really hope that they come out with this filter soon. So, I'm definitely gonna... I don't know. I'm really actually nervous of waiting on tomorrow to start getting more of this stuff. Because... it might actually be too late at that point. Quite literally, because if they come out with this filter, it's gonna be... People are going crazy over this stuff. Damn, if you got it for 200 coins, I didn't think that was possible. Let's see if we... Oh, I wanted to do price. See if I do like 85,000. See what we get that pops up. Huh. Did somebody outbid me yet? I'm actually gonna buy that real quick if somebody outbids me. I really hope they do, because I'm just going to snag that, because I can use him on my team right away. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Somebody outbid me. The one time I want somebody to outbid me, they're not going to. Yeah, I know I still got 5 minutes, but I also bid on a higher price player, so there's a good chance that somebody might not even look at it. Never mind, bid on it. Let's see what else we can get while we're waiting, since we know this Gerard Holloman's here. Let's see if we can get up a little higher. Oh, not that high. Let's just try 100 real quick. I'm sure nobody knows what these prices should be because this is brand new. Got Trent Richardson, Brian Stork. Basically all we're seeing. Justin Gilbert, that's actually, I think, a really good one. I'm going to check that one out real quick. Yeah, it seems to be all we got for now. I just want someone to upbid me. Watch, I'm probably going to win that one too. Literally because I don't want it anymore. That's what usually happens. I want to check out that. Check out this Justin Gilbert. Take that out. Yeah, I forgot we looked at him actually. He has really good coverage stats. Let's go back to that. Hold on. Oh, I knew it. Literally just got bought right after I got outbid. I knew it was going to happen. Oh, I would have taken that Justin Gilbert too. Damn. No, I'm on server 3. Oh, that really pissed me off. He got bought literally right when I got outbid. I would have taken that Justin Gilbert too in a heartbeat. Am I going to wait for next round to drop? Maybe. Because that might be worth it. Oh, I did not want to do that. Well, I guess we could check to see what else we can get. Just gonna take that out, I guess. That's 100. I'm not paying 150 for that. No way. Definitely not for a center either for 105. I'd much rather have a Justin Gilbert than what's his face than Gerard. Man, I'm gonna have to sit on that filter for a little bit and see what happens because this that really bugged me. I really wanted either of those two guys. Yeah, these guys are going really cheap. I don't know what's going on. If I could have gotten that Justin Gilbert, I would have been a very, very happy man. I swear, if I win this Colt McCoy, I'm going to be slightly annoyed because that means I probably could have gotten him for less at that point. Huh, I guess I'm going to win him. That sucks. Oh, well, we got our first campus hero, I guess. There he is. 92 speed Colt McCoy. I knew he was a fast... Oh, it updated. Guess no one's dropping this round. What time is it? 26. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to keep an eye out on this filter. I'm going to boost it up to 90 real quick. See what we got there. No 90s. Let's check 95. Don't care about Trent Richardson. Let's put all the teams in. Take out the... Who am I going to take out? I'm going to take out the Broncos. Can't find the Broncos. Wait, what? How come none of the other players showed up? They get bought out already? Or am I going crazy? There were other players here before. What happened to them? Are they not considered on that team because they're college players? What? Okay, that's crazy. So I guess we're gonna have to just stick with our low filters. Can't even tell when these things are gonna drop because, or if they've dropped. That's kind of crazy. This is actually a pretty challenging filter to crack. Usually I'd have it by now, but I didn't think that it would filter out all the college players like that. Okay, well I'm going back to the other filter and I will just sit on it for a little bit. Yeah, I might sell my Colt McCoy back for more coins just so I can get my investment back a little bit. We'll just have to see what happens. Just gonna sit here, keep refreshing it. Should be up in the next minute or two, hopefully. I wish I could filter out this CJ Anderson, but if I filter him out, then everything else is gone. Which is quite annoying. Considering we can't even filter out the campus heroes already, now they're making it even harder. Oh, did a round just... Nope, never mind. Waiting for that 231. I have any elite, right? Oh no, I only have the 93s. I don't know if there's any other 90... I don't know if there's any other overalls besides 93 when it comes to campus heroes, actually. I should probably look that up. Because I'm just going for 93s right now, which is, I believe, the highest right now. Well, I know it's the highest, but I don't know if there's anything below it. I should probably cycle through the 93s, or 92s real quick and see if there's anybody in there. Damn, I can't believe those two really good ones just slipped through my fingers. I should have easily had them. This is what happens when you don't have many coins. Once it hits 32, then I know a round has passed. Whoops. Nah. I don't think it's a hack. I think it's just people are selling them cheap because they don't know what they're getting out of it. You can't use it for... They think that they can't use it for anything, and I think that's why they're selling them for so cheap, honestly. Okay, so apparently the round dropped, I'm assuming. Let's change these to 92. Let's see what we can get out of that. I'm going to take out this price filter. We're just going to see what happens. don't think there's any campus heroes in here. I'm almost 100% sure there's none. Harrison. Yeah, I don't see any in here. So I'm gonna assume that there are none of those. Let's check these 90s again. Not 900. Well, I don't really know what's going on. Barely have the money for this at this point. I'm gonna try and sell this Colt McCoy. Minimum 100K, since I got him for 85. So, well, I'll sell him for 95. What the hell? I don't got 100. Make at least a little money back and make 5K on. Oh, that's not that much. Damn. Try to sell this for. Actually, let's overshoot this a little, just in case the price goes up. Let's put it at that. Just in case. Oh, I want to put it for 8 hours. Whatever. No big deal. Another round's gonna drop in a little bit, so I'll hold up for that. And if nothing drops, then I'll probably end this for tonight. Tired of looking at CJ Anderson just taunting me. I'll filter this out a little bit more. Just so I could see right away if something below that pops up. Oh. Take you. Well, I got one that I wanted. Oh, I should have taken a Justin Gilbert. Well, we got one. So I'm going to throw him on my team. He looks pretty sweet. Whoop, wrong one. And we got 2 players that we wanted. So. Oh, he's actually better than McCourty. I'm quite surprised by that. See, they're already getting pushed out. .95 rated defense. Let's go. Oh, yeah, you guys. We got the rarest thing in the game right now. We got that good old flashback badge. My favorite. His coverages are so much better. I don't even care if he's worse. I'll bring my team overall down. He's looked like. How is that even close? Or did I chung in? Either way, that's not even close to being the same. His zone is 1 different. That's not that big of a deal. 16. He's up 16 on his man coverage. And his awareness is 6 higher. Speed is 5 higher. Play recognition's a little low, but I don't know. All the important things seem so much better besides tackling. Tackling's a little low. So, that's not too bad. We got a good one. One that I wanted. I would have preferred this one a little bit better. But I already have some pretty good corners, I believe. If I remember correctly. Yeah, he probably could have subbed out for Darrelle Revis pretty well. Oh well, no big deal. Okay, so we got basically everything together and in order. Once again, asshole to EA for not having an event one day the entire time the promo was going on, making everybody think that it ended, and then throwing it up for one last day. Well, for what I assume is one last day. I'm not gonna trust it or whatever. That it's not gonna come up again tomorrow. But either way, get in your sets real quick if you can. You only got 3.5 hours on these offensive and defensive guys, trade-ins. And yeah, for the most part, I mean, Campus Heroes hopefully going to be pretty sweet. It's looking pretty good so far. As long as we don't have ridiculous odds with getting one card that we're missing, we'll just see what happens. Because there's no way I'm going to want to trade in 40 cards just at the chance of getting one. Unless it's guaranteed to be Alabama every single time, then whatever. I guess it's not that big of a deal. But that's basically the odds I was getting at that point. I'd have to do every 40 cards just to get a quarterback. So, alright guys, so I guess that's basically it. Recap, got Campus Heroes again. Got these pretty sweet cards. They will more than likely than not come out with more, what's it called, like the master cards. The ones that'll have the actual descriptions on the backs of them saying what they did at their school and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. Cards are really cheap right now, so buy as much as you can. I just went all in sync on your asses. Hopefully you guys know what InSync is, but I guess that's basically it. Get on those Campus Heroes while they're still going on, and I will catch you guys later.